welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. A great big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. For this month's edition of Crack the Vault, a monthly collab hosted by Poet Spice. What we do, and there's a whole host of people down in the description box who are participating in this on a monthly basis. The assignment is to use things that have been in our stash for at least 6 months, or just to use things that are brand new to us, but actually getting them out and using them, versus the other hobby that goes along with this a lot of times is the collecting of things. And so for this video, it should be relatively short and sweet because I'm just going to show you some stuff. I will show you how I did both. I've used scrapbook paper that has been in my arsenal for definitely a couple of years. And then I've used some new to me things because I'm revamping my reading journal. This will not be the final product. I'll actually have a separate video of that, but I'm still putting things together. But what I wanted to show you in this video is what I've actually done. So this is an A5 6-ring size. This will actually not be my actual reading journal. It'll just warehouse some extra papers and things. But again, I'll talk about that in a separate video. So what is new is basically the journal, the paper by way of the paper in the back, and these dividers. This always bothers me. And I did get the dividers from Amazon. I'll go ahead and actually link whatever I can in the description box. These are kind of matte, hopefully. It's not too much of a glare. I know with the lights, this is having a bit of a shine to it, but I like that it's kind of frosted and I like that it's matte. And then what I have done is I've used paper from my stash. So this paper right here, I cut it down to the exact size of the divider. There's no point in me in giving you sizes for that because it really just depends on the system that you're using. So if you have an A5, a B6, a B5, an A6, whatever, you're going to just want to use your dividers or your paper, because there's actually 2 different sizes going on in here, and then measure to that. This is a top type of divider, but I actually prefer my tabs at the bottom, so I just flipped it around and it works just as well. Now what's new is this is an art print. I only stuck it down with washi, so if I wanted to change the background of this, I certainly could. I got this from Etsy, and I've shopped at her shop before. It used to be called Lowbrow Misfits, but on Etsy it's now called Paper Haunt Stationery Co. And if you're in the coloring book world, the Misfits coloring book, that's this artist right here. Now I'm going to tell you right now, this art print, not only is it beautiful, and I love the art style, but this paper is a gorgeous texture. I mean, I love touching this. It feels like a textured heavyweight paper. So it is beautiful. Again, I've washied it tops and bottom, and then just added a little bit of collaging aspects, and this should be easy enough to take off. Although honestly, if I'm switching the background paper for this, then I don't mind that this is on here. So it's really just, I may want to change this up periodically for my intro to my journal. And then the next one I did, again, another art print from that shop, is this one. Again, paper from my stash. So that's definitely a couple years old. And then other things from my stash, they're definitely at least 6 months old, but then this is new. So I bought 3 art prints in my recent order, and then I just did another order for some more art prints because I love how vibrant they are. They look even more vibrant than online, and I love the texture. On the back of the one I just showed you, I did some collaging, and I'll probably write a book quote here. And then in my actual reading journal that you'll see probably in a couple of weeks, this will be a divider tab for the next section. And then the final one that I made was this one right here. And again, paper that's been in my stash, and another art print. I know that it's not bookish in nature, but I just love looking at this. Now, when I put it together, it probably will be a little jarring because the actual guts of it, I plan to be fully functional. But the intros to it are going to be this, although this is really simple to put together because I'm just washi taping, putting a little bit of stickers, and then just putting a label of what that section actually means. So like I said, I created this to be the size of this divider so that I can see it both when I have the divider on it and then if I were to flip it on its own. But I do love the effect on that. But I also cut down some paper from that same paper pad that were the size of the actual paper refills. And I did get this from Amazon, and it is a dot grid. And so I was able to cut down some of this, which has a very much of a wood grain kind of texture. And I will decorate these. I just don't know what I'll be doing with this. This is what looks like a foiled, very heavyweight vellum. And then this is just an acetate. And it was 12 by 12, and then I just cut it down to the size. Again, no point in giving you the sizes because you really just want to size it to your own planner or journal system, and I was able to get 2 from there. And then I actually did test some pens, less to be a swatch and more to see what this paper could handle, because I think this is 100 GSM. So for the most part, it can actually handle all of these pens. It's just these here, it bleeds in ghosts, and this here, it bleeds. And so when I'm setting up things in here, I'll just want to take that in consideration. Pretty short and sweet video, guys. I just wanted to show you that. And when I actually do my reading journal video, because I will have the additional art prints at that time, I'm actually do a quick one with you. I foresee that video being quite chatty though, because I'm going to be talking about my new system versus what I had planned to do for this year, and they are quite different, almost extremely different. But that's it for this video. I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me just open it there because again with the glare. And as always, aloha.